It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Carr going to throw right away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On the return, here's Agnew. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Lawrence. That's taken in by Duvernay. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Well, this defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Lawrence on 3rd down. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Lawrence forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Play action. Now it's Carr. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance to come out with a W.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. When you look at the Saints defense, they were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it. And look
at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. On first down, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Motion man left is Kirk.
13, Luke. 30 left.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. ETN up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brandon Smith, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Man in motion is Agnew.
11. Sink right. Hey, here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first and 10, here's Carr. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir. Old school. Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with. And that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Hey, 7:34. Get down, get down.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
7:34.
On play action, now Carr. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Straight ahead, ETN. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Motion man left is Kirk.
11. Go, let's go. 11.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Think right.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Motion man left is Kirk. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. An audible here to get a new look. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 49 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Motion man left is Kirk. On third down, Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Carr now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a play fake. Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now third down and 6 to go. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's third and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Carr going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
694.
To throw, it's Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On play action, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Flush to his right.
And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
29.
Throwing his Carr on third down. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. Into the red zone. It's Carr. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaac Yedlin picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10. On their side of midfield at the 47. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Lawrence.
And And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Lawrence.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by McManus is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
637.
From the gun, it's Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Saints just continue to roll.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
And quickly, they get to the line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Lawrence will throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They go play action now. Lawrence
trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence
sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Good position to be in here. 2nd and inches.
93.
On play action. Now Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 27. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
What down? 734. 808.
Carr going to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
78 yards.
And the Saints have got it on cruise control.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Hey, Ron!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds.
And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Now Lawrence changing to play. And they'll run with Etienne.
Shrugs him off. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Fight down.
They run it again with Kamara. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Hey. 13, Lou.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six.
He's going to let it fly.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Monday, down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra.
There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Marr on for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. That's taken in by Duvernay. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Now!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a